Yo, it's your boy Luab coming back at it again with another video. In this video, I will recap and review Pokemon Journey's episode 124, the semifinals 3 Valor, as well as give my predictions for episode 125, the semifinals 4 Impact. If you guys enjoy episode reviews as well as recaps each and every week, then I highly suggest you hit the like button and subscribe, as it truly helps support the channel. I want to give a quick shout out to the Pichu Bros Posse Discord server, which I co-own with Starmeister. It's a chill place to talk about Anti-Poke, play games together, just chill with other chill people. If you want to join, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment. It's absolutely free. But with that being said, let's begin by recapping the events of episode 124. The episode begins with Ash gently recalling Pikachu and tells him to cheer for them during the remainder of the battle. Ash takes a deep breath, knowing he's currently at a major disadvantage. The battle resumes with Dragon vs Dragon as Dracovish and Garchomp enter the field. Ash is worried about the potential Mega Garchomp that he might face down the line, but he goes for an all-out offense with a 4-time super effective Ice Fang. Garchomp easily evades it and retaliates with a super effective Dragon Claw. Cynthia then goes for Stealth Rock, which is pretty questionable given that both of Ash's Pokemon in the back resist Stealth Rock. Garchomp's job is done for now as Cynthia switches in for her Roserade. And remember last episode when Gengar burned Roserade with Will-O-Wisp? Well, now that's gone thanks to Roserade's ability, Natural Cure. But this doesn't stop Ash from attacking as he calls for Vicious Wren, clashing with Roserade's Poison Jab. Unfortunately for Dracovish, he's inflicted with poison, but Roserade still took a lot of damage nonetheless. Cynthia calls for the powerful Leaf Storm, but Dracovish uses Dragon Rush, just breezing through the Leaf Storm and defeats Roserade in the process. Seeing as Dracovish is in a bad condition, he decides to recall it, but the fossil still wants to fight, so Ash supports his Pokemon decision and trusts that he would still do well despite the poison. Moving on, Cynthia brings out her majestic Milotic, a huge threat as we've seen with the Iris battle. Ash sticks to the offensive strategy he knows best and commands Dracovish to use Dragon Rush. Milotic counters this with Disarming Voice, and we see Dracovish struggling to fight through the super effective attack. Cynthia then calls for its finishing performance and instructs Milotic to wrap around Dracovish. Milotic of course attacks with Iron Head, but Dracovish isn't ready to give up yet, and its pride of being a water Pokemon is on the line. It uses Vicious Wren to fight back, and both Pokemon take a lot of damage from the collision, but despite that, Dracovish time has come and Milotic wins the water Pokemon battle. Diantha points out how Dracovish managed to deal a ton of damage to Milotic, and I think this scene really looks cool. Ash now sends out Sirfetch'd, but upon entry it's instantly greeted by the harshness of Stealth Rock. Ash quickly thinks of a plan to counter this as he and Sirfetch'd improvise their own version of Rapisin, using the shield to spin rapidly, eliminating the entry hazard. But with the shield gone, Cynthia takes advantage of this moment and calls Milotic to attack with Hydro Pump, but Sirfetch'd still manages to dodge it. Sirfetch'd fights back with Fury Cutter and Milotic intercepts it with Iron Head. Milotic seems to have taken more damage during the clash, but it quickly recovers and attacks with Disarming Voice. Sirfetch'd takes the attack with grace and launches its most powerful attack, Meteor Assault. Milotic faints and both trainers are down to their final 2 Pokemon. Ash and Cynthia talk about how both of them would love to face Leon in the finals, but without further ado, Cynthia brings back her ace, Garchomp. Sirfetch'd goes for Fury Cutter and Garchomp counters with its Scale Shot. Sirfetch'd easily pulverizes the Scale Shot, giving him an opening on Garchomp, but the Dragon Shark is alert to use his Dragon Claw to block the incoming attack. Dragon Claw overpowers Sirfetch'd as Garchomp tries to go for another hit, but the tech allows the bird to evade the attack. Both Pokemon go out with their most powerful attacks, Meteor Assault and Draco Meteor, but in the end, Garchomp almost stumbles, but it is Sirfetch'd who is unable to battle a la Incineroar. Cynthia takes Garchomp back in exchange for Togekiss, and Ash finally sends out his last Pokemon, Lucario. Out of nowhere, Ghost Cinderace comes out of its Pokeball to cheer for his best friend on the battlefield. This inspires Ash and Lucario even more to give it their all. Togekiss starts out with Air Slash, but Lucario destroys the attack with a series of bullet punches. Even Infernape is fired up with the sight. Lucario massacres Togekiss to the ground, but Togekiss is undaunted. Lucario now goes for a 4 times not very effective Aura Sphere, but Togekiss's Air Slash hits first, flinching the Aura Pokemon. Lucario is clearly struggling right now to the point that Grookey started to cheer with a stick. Once more we get a clash between Air Slash and Bullet Punch, which doesn't do anything for both parties. It is at this point that Cynthia takes out her secret weapon. To everyone's surprise, instead of using Mega Evolution with Garchomp, she decides to Dynamax her Togekiss. The episode ends with Ash ready to call Lucario for Mega Evolution. The second episode of the long-anticipated Ash vs Cynthia battle gave us a continuation of the second round of the Masters EX tournament, and it still hasn't disappointed. When it comes to the battle itself, this one is definitely better than the first. Cynthia continued to be the master tactician that she is by continuing her relentless strategy of constant switches in order for her Pokemon to gain the upper hand. I also really liked when Dracovish was going for the Ice Fang and she warned Garchomp to take care and definitely dodge it, as she knew that this would be a one-shot on her Garchomp. Speaking of Best Fish Boy, he was phenomenal in this battle. He's usually one to get hit hard once and be knocked out, but he took plenty of hard hits, including a super effective Dragon Claw from Cynthia's ace, and he was still standing and had a knockout on Roserade on top of it. No one can tell me that Dracovish did not fight his absolute hardest in this one. Dragovish's long lost brother Sirfetch'd was also an absolute beast in this one. From knocking out Milotic to also almost knocking out Garchomp, he definitely proved his spot on Ash's team in this one. He even took care of Stealth Rocks in a totally unorthodox way, and his way of staying standing while being knocked out was really cool too. The way that Sirfetch'd and Dracovish are meant to be brothers and both took a knockout with an explosion and not looking at it was also great to see. Finally, it was Lucario who remained on Ash's side, and we got to see Go Cinderace come out and cheer for his brother. These two have a strong bond, and I'm sure it'll help motivate Lucario. Lucario and Togekiss put up a good fight against each other, as Cynthia puts Ash on his back foot even more by Dynamaxing Togekiss instead of opting for the Mega Evolution on the Garchomp. This episode did have a few tidbits which I didn't like, but both are minor and both extremely subjective. One is that Morpeko eating his chocolate like 4 different times was extremely unnecessary. Like, we didn't get any Morpeko love until now, why are we getting his screen time now? It's too late for that. Also, I wish that Ash would have just Mega Evolved his Lucario already. There's literally no reason that he doesn't yet, and it would have made for a much better ending to the episode. I'll be giving this episode a 9.5 out of 10. It could have been better, but not by much. This was honestly a near perfect episode. I love how much they reference the Sinnoh League in this battle. This time we got Roserade's natural cure ability proccing on top of other abilities that have happened in this battle. Can you name them? This is of course a clear callback to Ash vs Paul in the Sinnoh League that had the most abilities procced in a single battle. Then of course Cynthia setting up Stealth Rocks is a mirror to Paul's use of Toxic Spikes in the same battle. Let's not forget Infernape, who was Ash's ace versus Paul, had a one-sided battle against Professor Oak. Ash vs Cynthia has been great, but let's see how they wrap it up next week. Let's take a look at the preview trailer for episode 125 and make our predictions. So as we see from the preview trailer, Ash will definitely be Mega Evolving Lucario if it wasn't obvious enough, and it's going against Dynamax Togekiss. For me, it's gonna happen early in the battle. It'd be a hard fought battle, but we'll see that he outlasts the Dynamax, and then he's probably gonna knock out the Togekiss after it goes back to its normal size. After that, it's gonna be the weakened Mega Lucario versus the weakened Garchomp battling it out to see which trainer will advance to the finals and face Leon. This could seriously go anyone's way, but to me it has to be Ash taking the win and facing Leon. It'd be incredibly weird if it wasn't the case, and truly would be a surprise if it wasn't the outcome. I wouldn't mind personally if Cynthia won, but I just feel that Ash is gonna win it, but let me know who you think is gonna win in the comments below. So yeah, that's my episode review for Pokemon Journeys episode 124, as well as my predictions for episode 125. If you guys enjoyed it, I highly urge you to hit the like button and subscribe. I make episode reviews every week just a few hours after the episode airs, so if you want to enjoy these reviews right after the episode airs, you know where to come. Today's comment of the day is, who was the better MVP today, Dracovish or Sirfetch'd? I think that the choice is Sirfetch'd for most. He put down Milotic and also dealt massive damage to Garchomp, but honestly Dracovish is extremely close for me. Again, if you made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate you, and as always, it's been your boy Luap, and I'm out. Peace.